Hello YouTube, it is Toy Adventures here again with some more figure reviews. And today, once again, all the way from Japan, Amazon Japan to be exact, we have two new, I believe these are supposed to be the Roarivores. I don't know what they call them anymore, but I'm going to call them a Roarivore for now. We have the Iguanodon and the Megaraptor. So these are the two I was able to get. I was not able to get the Liopreurodon or the another repaint of, I believe, the Sinoceratops. I was going to skip that one anyway, but I definitely wanted to get the Liopreurodon, but it wasn't in stock. So that will have its own separate review once I've managed to find it. But for now, we're just going to take a look at the two I do have, which is, of course, the Megaraptor and the Iguanodon. So these are two brand new species for the Mattel line. We have never gotten an Iguanodon yet, so it's nice to have Aladar join the team. And Megaraptor is another dinosaur I've heard of, but I'm not super familiar with, so I can't say if this toy is super accurate, but I know it looks pretty darn cool, and I really like it. As you can see, they're still in the cellophane plastic wrap, so let's go ahead and just get that out. And now that lets us take a look at the box a little bit better. Flipping it back to this side, this is where it's all in English, so we could read it. Yep, it says Roar Strikers. They're not Roarivores anymore. Roar Strikers, big deal. I don't know why they keep changing it. The same box, same style of toy. Just keep it the same. It says Megaraptor. Press down and roar. So you, instead of like pressing a button, instead of pressing a button, it's really just you press the body down and it makes, or you press the back of the body down and it moves the front body up. And it gives them a really nice chomping action. This is a nice, simple little toy with a cool gimmick. I like that. And that's pretty much it for the Megaraptor. And then don't forget the Iguanodon out. It just says Roar Strikers Iguanodon, and of course, his gimmick is a little more peaceful. I say this a lot. I like when dinosaurs have gimmicks that aren't just related to fighting or killing or whatnot, when they just have like gimmicks that they would do in real life. So this is just it moving its head down to eat, which is cool because when you want to play with a herbivore, it's not exactly aggressive. You want to have it just do herbivore stuff, which is mainly eating or drinking. So this is a perfect gimmick for this. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the packaging on these two. We've all seen it before. You can just see this is from Amazon Japan. The text is in Japanese. So is the logo up top here as well. So pretty neat. Makes me kind of want to keep them in box, but we got to do this review. I got plenty of Japanese variants and boxes. I like to collect those. So maybe I might get another one. So anyway, for now, let's go ahead and get these two out of the box. One quick thing I noticed. This is just a minor little addition. I was in the middle of opening it, and as you can see, they've upped their theft protection. Instead of it just resting in there with some of these like plastic bands, they actually have it like these black little screwy kind of things that you'd see on the bigger dinosaurs that are attached to their feet that really keep it locked in place. Just a minor little note. And here we have the two out of the packaging. Now, first, we're going to take a look at the Iguanodon, because this is the one, to be brutally honest, I'm the most excited for. I know the Megaraptor is cool, but I just love getting new herbivores, and especially ones that you can mass and put into a giant herd, especially Iguanodon. And I really, really like the sculpt they picked for this one. It's not super Jurassic Park reminiscent like from the games, like Operation Genesis, but they went for a nice realistic look instead of getting it super cartoony like they have with some of their other dinosaurs. This one looks like I could fit right in with like a Schleich display, you know? It's just like really nicely done, especially the head. It looks more realistic than Mattel's usual cartoony look. Maybe that was just for Camp Cretaceous and I'm mistaken, but like their epic roaring T-Rex was the biggest culprit of having those big cartoony eyes. This one definitely looks more on the realistic side. The paint scheme is, of course, super simple. Most of the body is just in like this nice beige color with a little bit of brown, you know, kind of faded in up here at the top with some lighter cream colored striping going on. That is really the only design that's going through here. I think it's a simple one. It works, but it is extremely simple. Mattel usually can make a very simple color palette with only 3 colors work, and then sometimes they really can't. But I think they really did good here, and it works just fine. Its action gimmick, you press, oh, it's a little tough to get working. You gotta wanna hold the feet down, and you press this up right here. And it's a little hit or miss, as you can see. Well, I'm noticing new roars. Those are not Indominus roars, which sounds quite promising. They certainly don't sound like a herbivore roar, but... So I'm trying to do the gimmick. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. Oh. I thought that was just a little leaf. I thought that was like a piece of paint. So you have to press it right here at the top, right in between the two hips. And you get that little gimmick. Nice and simple. I like it. I may have preferred a button. I know I hate buttons, but this one's just so tricky to get. Actually, no, not really. Once you know exactly where to press, it's really easy. So, never mind on that one. This one works just fine without the button. And of course, it's got its little... I really wish they'd get rid of this. It's dumb. So, I mean, look how atrocious it looks from that side. Come on, Mattel, get a new gimmick for real. So, that is it. Sculpting wise, nothing too special. It's nice. You just got bumpy dinosaur scaly skin going throughout the entire thing. It does look, it does look kind of bubbly and cheapish somewhere on the sculpt, like right here and on the bottom. That's where like the sculpt goes a little gummy instead of being super defined like it is here up on the neck. I mean, on the neck you can see every individual little scale. So, yeah, like usual, the sculpt is usually overall really good, but it does go a little meh in some places. But still, a overall super solid figure. Nothing too special, but again, very solid. You'll probably want to get a few of these guys and make your own little herbivore herd. So, articulation-wise, you have a very opposable head here. I don't know if it's on a ball joint or a hinge, but you do get a ton of movement out of it. So you can get him looking in any direction you need. The neck moves down, but it's not really articulation. It's more of the gimmick. The arms are the classic Mattel hinge, out, and full rotation. So you do get a ton of movement here in the arms for stability and posing. The legs are not, no they are posable. I thought they were going to be locked in place due to the action gimmick, but nope. They do ratchet, so they do stop and go. So it will be able to hold its pose, which is very nice. I wish they would have added ratcheting onto the Hammond collection. Not on the jaw, but on the legs. So overall, really nice, solid little Iguanodon. Definitely going to want to get more of those. Taking a look here at the Megaraptor. Once again, Mattel has made a 3-color color scheme work. In this case, I think it's 4 because the white on the snout is technically different from the white at the bottom. But I think overall it's supposed to be a 3-color color scheme. So you have the red here at the back of the body, this dark, looks like darker than navy blue up here at the top, and as you can see the printing isn't exactly good. It looks like it has some scratches and cuts in it. And then here at the face, you have this really cool striping. I love the striping on the face. I don't care about striping on the back. Striping on the face is what really tickles me. I love it so much. I think it looks really cool. So this paint scheme really does it for me. I love this look. This raptor looks really cool. Very narrow, straight face. Not usually what we're used to with the boxy Jurassic World raptor heads. And then you do get some nice feathering detail back here. Obviously not as feathered as a real raptor would be, but it's nice that they are adjusting that there are feathers on it. Also here on the arm. Has this huge Spinosaurus S-can. Now remember, I'm not familiar with the Megaraptor, so this is kind of like, not really my first interpretation, but my first real time getting a good look at it. So, kind of cool that it has these huge clawed hands to go. Oh no, how is it a raptor? There is no claw on the toe. Interesting. So it looks like this one traded it out for the ones on the hands, which is pretty cool. So, overall looking really cool. And of course we saw its gimmick. This one does have a action-based gimmick. You push down on the body. You have to push down on the whole body, not just the legs. You want to... That is really good and it works really well. So that is definitely a cool action gimmick. I actually like that one a lot. As for the tail, it comes down here to look more like a raptor tail. No, it is not upside down because as you can see, it looks proper underneath. It's just kind of angled at a downward angle. So articulation wise, even less than the Iguanodon because I usually don't count gimmicks as articulation, but if you want to, the jaw moves, the head moves down. But the real articulation really is only in the arms here with the standard Mattel hinge out and full rotation, just like the Iguanodon. This works a lot better with this one because you have these clawed arms that you want to like slash and attack prey with. So I can definitely see this one being a solid, cool toy that everyone's going to want to pick up just because of its very striking colors. It's a new species, and it's a solid entry to the line. I really don't have too many complaints with this at all, other than the, of course, obligatory Mattel little DNA scan thing. Always hate those, but that's not a fault on this toy itself. It's just a fault on Mattel and their weird idea of what's a good gimmick. So overall, a solid action figure. I like it. The paint on it is just fine. No real paint mistakes on mine, at least. These are always going to be on every toy just because of the method they use to print these on. These aren't painted. These are printed as far as I know. So you're going to expect a few issues. Now, before we wrap this up, let's go ahead and get onto scaling to see how these two scale into the line. Because I know the Iguanodon is supposed to be pretty big, isn't it? Or is it a Montosaurus? I don't know. I have to look it up again. You guys should probably let me know down in the comments if the Iguanodon is undersized or perfect. Alright, so for size scaling, of course, we're going to start with a Mattel human. And damn, that Megaraptor is looking more and more like a Utah Raptor, which I don't think we've actually gotten from Mattel. Oh, there's a fly. Climbing on his face. Yeah. We haven't actually gotten a Utah Raptor from Mattel, as far as I know. I don't think we have. So interesting that they went with the Megaraptor first, considering the Utah Raptor is more popular. But I'm sure the Utah Raptor is coming up soon. I really hope they give it a nice Kenner throwback design. That would be my biggest hope, a nice orange and black look. I can't wait. Hopefully they get it done soon. So I don't know why I'm taking him out of here. Next up, we have a regular Raptor. So you know how this compares in with the regular Velociraptor from the Mattel line. Of course, this is a custom painted one. It's just the first one I saw and grabbed. And then we have the T-Rex. And I picked the one that I figured most people would have instead of just going with the obligatory Hammond collection. I like to pick ones that I think you guys might have, since the Hammond collection is a little harder to find still. So you guys get a better idea of how big it is. So here is the overall scaling for these guys. They are about your standard Roarivore size, if not just a little bit smaller. I like that more for the Megaraptor. I think the Iguanodon should be a little bit bigger, but again, I haven't checked yet, so I don't know if it is actually the proper size. I'll let you guys be the judge of that one based on this. Wrap it up a little bit more. So there we have it. These are two great figures. I definitely recommend getting them. If you're a Jurassic Park fan, you probably would be planning on getting them because these are two great dinosaurs. We've been wanting an Iguanodon. It's always nice to get more hadrosaurs. Those are my favorite herbivores. And it's nice to get another raptor. That's not a Velociraptor. A new species. So that's definitely cool. Crossing my fingers for a Utah Raptor coming soon. But anyway, stay tuned for that eventual Lioprodon review when I finally manage to track that one down. I'm not going to get the Sinoceratops. I'm so sick of repaints. So, that is it for this review, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Toy Adventures, signing out. Peace.